Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I welcome you all to the recorded session of the Happy Home School of Grade 5. This is your maths teacher. We have already learned about percentage in our previous sessions. In this session, we are going to learn about word problems. But before we start with the word problems, let's recall the concept that we have learned during our sessions. Let's take a quick recap of part and whole. There are certain steps that we have to follow. These steps are: change the percentage into a fraction. Number 2, multiply the fraction by a whole number. Number 3, simplify. Remember students, this simplification may take 2 or 3 steps, but we have to make sure that we have reduced to the lowest possible term. Let's implement the rule in this example. What is 10% of 120? First, we have to convert this 10%, that is 10 hundredth of 120. This 10th hundred is 10%, which is converted into fraction. Of means multiply. 120 is the whole number by which the fraction is going to be multiplied. 10 hundred multiply 120. Now here we will do simplification. 10 times 1 is 10 and 10 times 10 is 100. We can do more simplification here. 10 times 1 is 10 and 10 times 12 is 120. So we will get 1 times 12 and in denominator 1 time 1. We will say 1 time 12 is 12 and 1 time 1 is 1. Since in denominator 1 does not make any value, so we will say 12 is our answer. Now let's watch this video carefully. It is going to help a lot.
One day, you decide to go shopping and end up liking a pair of shoes. What is the first thing you do when you like something? Check its price, of course. So you see a price tag of 500 rupees. This is called the marked price. But you think 500 rupees is way too expensive and you decide against buying it. But when you turn around, you see this board which says 40% off on all products. This, as we all know, is the discount percentage. We need to find out the price at which we will be able to buy these shoes after factoring in the discount. The first thing you need to know is that the discount is always a percentage of the marked price. What do you think will be the discount in this case? Yes, it will be 40% of the marked price. Remember, discount always a percentage of the marked price. The marked price is 500 rupees. So the discount is 40% of 500 rupees. We know how a percentage of a given quantity is calculated. We write percentage with denominator 100 and of as multiplied by. Hence, this will equal 40 by 100 multiplied by 500. 100 times 5 is 500 and 40 times 5 is 200. That will give us a discount as 200 rupees. This is the discount in rupee terms. Earlier, we had the discount in percentage terms. The price at which you will buy the shoes will be called the selling price. What will be the selling price? Yes, it's intuitive. You will reduce the discount from the marked price. The marked price is 500 rupees and the discount is 200 rupees. So the selling price for the shoes will be 500 rupees minus 200 rupees, that is 300 rupees. This tells us that because of the discount, you end up buying the shoes at 300 rupees. Remember, the marked price will be the price on the price tag and the selling price will be the final price at which you will buy that product after factoring in the discount. And if the discount is given to you in percentage terms, it means that it is a percentage of the marked price.
Let's reinforce this video in our next example. During a sale, 20% discount was offered on all the items. Mrs. Tanveer bought a dress. The original price of the dress was 750 rupees. How much amount did she pay? Here, the discount is given as percentage. So, we have to change it in fractional form. So, we are going to write it as 20 upon 100 multiply 750 rupees. Simplification. 20 times 1 is 20 and 20 times 5 is 100. Again simplification. 5 times 1 is 5 and 5 times 150 is equals to 750. We will get our answer 150 rupees. The amount in rupees is 150. We have to find the amount that she paid. For that, we have to subtract discounted price from the original price to find the selling price. We are going to subtract 150 from 750. We will get 600 rupees. And this is the amount she paid for the dress. Here comes another example. N bought 35 lollipops and gave away 28 of them. What is the percentage of the lollipops left? Here, the total amount of lollipops are 35 and she gave 28. We have to find out how much lollipops are left with N. For that, we have to subtract 28 from 35. We will get our answer, that is 7. 7 is the amount of lollipops which is left with N. We want in percentage. So we will write it as a fractional form of lollipops that are left. The part will be in numerator and the whole number will be in denominator as 7 upon 35 multiplied by 100%. Simplification. 7 times 1 is 7 and 7 times 5 is 35. 5 times 1 is 5 and 5 times 20 is 100. We will get 20 as our answer. Practice makes the man perfect. The more we practice, the more we learn. Here is another example. Ali had 300 rupees. He spent 90 rupees of it. Find the percentage of the amount spent. The total amount Ali had is 300 rupees. He spent 90 rupees. We have to find the percentage of the spent amount. For that, we have to write in a fractional form. We are going to write it as part divided by whole multiplied by 100%. Here, these zeros are going to cancel out each other as simplification. 3 ones are 3 and 3 30s are 90. 1 multiplied by 30 will be 30%. So, Ali spent 30% of 300 rupees. Here comes our last example. Mrs. Tahir had 2 kilograms of flour. She used 700 grams to make biscuits. What is the percentage of the flour she used to make biscuits? Here students, I want you to observe that two measurements are in different units. We have to make them same. Recall the concept of conversions of measurements. 2 kilograms is equals to 2000 grams. This is the total amount of flour she had. She used 700 grams. We have to find out the percentage of the part. So, we are going to write it as a fractional form. 700 divided by 2000 multiplied by 100%. Simplification. Two zeros are going to cancel out each other. Then 20 times 1 is 20 and 20 times 35 is 700. 35%. So, Mrs. Tahir used 35% of the flour to make biscuits. Students, you must complete and submit the assignment that is uploaded in your Google Classroom soon after you watch this video. Remember, all the assignments are marked. Thank you for watching this video. Stay home, stay safe. Allah Hafiz.